Skinny stands for the North Traveller, and that's what we are. We're Northern Travellers. And if you see some strange mouth actions and some grunts and coughing, it's because I'm recovering from throat cancer. So please excuse that throughout the videos. Well, Shropshire likes a new decking. Trouble is, we're right by wasps' nests, which is why the carpet's folded back there, because there's lots of wasps. We don't want to cover it up, and they'll be gone soon. So we're just leaving them to it. But we're just getting Finny ready for our trip, because we hope to go away for about 4 or 5 days now, and see how it goes, see what we need to do, what we can put up with, what we can't put up with, some of the things that will require detail. Put our fender on. Nice clips those. And yeah, so just know what's going on. She always gets a bit nervous when things happen that are out of the norm. Understandably, I think we all do. We just have different ways of showing it. And yeah, should be okay. Got nice new mooring lines, all red, white and blue. Not that we're showing any loyalty to anything, but we just like the colour. They're really nice. And we had these before on the last one. I'm just wondering whether, I made a mistake. I put these solar panels on the other day, which has given the electric a phenomenal boost. They had a solar panel just there, which we'd taken off, and that was, well, it wasn't giving out anything, to be honest with you. It was just showing 12 volts all the time. But these are giving out something like 130 watts at the moment. There's two 130 watts there, but obviously unless they've got direct sunlight, they won't work. But they're showing 130 watts at the moment, and it's quite dull. But I've just realised I made a big mistake here, because I was going to put a central anchor so that we can put a central line on, but I haven't got one. That's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? They should have been a bit further apart. Roar, you made a bit of that. What I can do is put a rope from there to there, and then put a hoop in, so we can just switch the rope over. That might work. It'll do temporarily anyway, until I can sort something out. I do like the idea of a central pin though, to hold on to the boat. I'll have to think about that. Need to finish off all the painting. Obviously we've missed quite a bit on the red, and mainly because it started to rain and we just need to get out of the rain. But most of it's done. We'll do all the black, and we just brought a nice Corfu blue to go on here, which I was going to do tonight, but it looks like it's going to rain, so we'll have to wait until we're underway. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I put a new vent in there, because this one is illegal. For those people who might have one, apparently it's got to be more than 30 centimeters from the base to the base, away from any outlet, and it's not. So I had to block that one up, which I have done now, and fitted a new one there. So that allowed us to get our safety certificate, which is good. I'm going to clean all this down. I'll leave that as metal, I think. I'll stay as metal, and I'm fitting a new lock because I've got two systems to switch this on, which is a switch there and then a starter here. So I'm just going to fit one starter, take all this junk off and rearrange it all really, find out what it's all for. Yep, so quite a few little jobs that need doing, but hey, what boat doesn't need a few jobs doing? That's us, and that's me for today. Well, hopefully we'll get a reasonable sunset. It's getting a bit cloudy at the moment, but I think the sun might come through later and just give it some nice colours. I hope so. Be nice to get. It's lovely being on a canal boat when you get the sun going down and you get all the wildlife just packing in for the night, getting everything ready. Yeah, still a lot to do with the decking, but it's stable now, it's firm. At one time we could hardly walk on here, but that'll do us. Well, we're finally underway. Everyone's here, Sarah's here. Sarah, say hello. Saying, where am I going to sit? Got no cushions, got no bed. What are you doing to me? We'll sort the bed out, Sarah. And yeah, we're on our way now. We're just heading down. We've got, you can see this is quite crammed, this area. These are our moorings. We would like to move to a more suitable mooring, although I'm not convinced there is any. Although yeah, some of these are quite nice. You don't have the traffic every night. Yeah. And we're heading down now. Very slow progress. Lots of weeds. Hey?
Boat coming towards us.
Yeah, and a boat coming towards us. We can see that. See, some people have a lot of land with their mooring and they made it a home. Other people just have a little dinky space. Hello there. Hello. You saying hello? What's your name? You gonna say hello? No? Not today. Don't know where he's going. Obviously he doesn't think we'll pass. A lot of bookshelves. That's October.
Straight through.
Yeah. This one's empty. Not very big, that though, is it? Hey? Yeah. Yeah. Little duck's nest there. Inside the tyre. A bit like ours, this one. Doing it up. I should have videoed that really. It's typical. Somebody's hired a day boat there. They pulled in because they thought there wasn't enough room to get through, and of course there's plenty of room. We've just passed 2 boats, but now those 2 boats, they've had to wait for those 2 boats as well.
They're all relaxed about it.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't. He was saying it's nearly dinner time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel a bit stressed because it's only 1:15.
Yeah. But yeah, it's what happens when you get a barge for the first time. You do think it's like driving a car. You think the car is like twice the size of the road, and you'll never get through any gaps. But the more you practice, the better it's going to be. So yeah. I'll have to put some engine insulation on. Very noisy here. Well, it's not that noisy actually, but compared to what we used to have, and we'd have to modify that a lot in order to bring down the noise. But this has got no padding underneath, so we need to sort that out. And as I say, it's not that bad for a barge. Yet some of them that are really noisy. They make a lot of noise. Kingfisher, you won't be able to see that. Kingfisher just scooted down here. Just where these reeds are. Will we spot it with the camera? I don't think so. They're too clever, too fast. No, they've obviously gone inside. Oh, there he is. I missed that. He must have moved along when we weren't looking. I say it's a he, could be a she. Actually, I don't know the difference between male and female kingfishers. Do you? I think the male's slightly bigger. But other than that, I think the colouring is the same. I'll have to check that out. Find out what that's like. Colouring of our kingfisher. Might see him again now, come out. Seeing a kingfisher on a canal is just like seeing a dolphin at sea. You look out for the, oh there he is, wow, that would have been a good picture, that really. Yeah, it's very similar. Seeing a dolphin at sea or seeing a kingfisher on a canal. This is Bridge 113 on the Shropshire Union, and where this house is, I think, I presume it used to be a bone mill where they used to crunch the bones and make glue. So animal bones, obviously, although I won't go into what some people did. But yeah, and the brickworks as well, so quite a lot here really for a very small bridge with hardly anything here. Glue making factories used to be horrible. They used to really smell. They had them down at the docks with the tannin factories and the bone. Used to really smell, putrid smell. Yeah, this is possibly where the factories were. I can't imagine it being on that lovely cottage site. That's what you do, you see. You get a motorbike. You want to get around fast? You get a motorbike and put it on the front of your boat. That takes some doing to organise getting that on and off. Yeah, I would imagine this was the brick factory and glue factory. This is very industrial here. The Cheshire Plains there, the very flat area of the Cheshire Plains, just goes on forever with the odd hills. And there's Beeston Hill. Beeston Hill, and Beeston Lock is the iron lock, and it's the only lock. It's got iron sides and it's got no ladder. And talk about difficult. I did it on my own once. Talk about difficulty, dear me. I had to try and figure a way because I'd only just got the boat, another JB, and I brought it up from Stafford on my own, and I came to Beeston Lock. And I thought, how do I do this? And what I had to do is throw a rope under and try and catch it under the bridge. I'll show you when we get there. It's a very complicated bridge for no reason at all, really. I don't know why they just don't put a rope ladder in. At least some ladder. Lots of debris on this canal. Well, not debris. These. I don't know what it is really. You could almost walk on that. Solid stuff. Still can't get it used to this gear shift idea. It's not really conducive to making tight manoeuvres because it doesn't have. It's just like, I don't know, it's very hard to explain really, but it doesn't work like a Morse control, which is the problem. But we'll try and sort that out at sometime. Not now. Now's not the time. And yeah, we stopped here for lunch. And Sarah's happy, she's out. You happy there, hey? Yeah. You okay down there? The weed here. Look at that. It's basically blocking the canal here. A lot of it. As far as the canal and river trust hasn't stepped into action with their dredger. So some places they can't get through. Beeston Castle there in the distance, looking very proud. There's Beeston Castle. This is from Wharton's Lock. It's going to be our first lock on this journey. Normally we go through, well, we'll be going through quite a lot, but this is our first lock. It's lock gates look like they're putting most of the water out. We set off now, we might get through about the iron lock with absolutely no ladders at all. That's the easiest one to negotiate if you're on your own. Fortunately today we've got loads of people to assist with the opening of the lock gates. But as I say, this is so difficult to negotiate. The worst thing is coming down, because you've got to get the barge. If you're on your own, you've got to get the barge through there and through that bridge as well. So you've got to really get it moving to get on the boat so you can get on it. And you can't get a line through there. Sarah enjoying the lazy day. Well, that's all for now, and hopefully see you next time. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to. Look forward to seeing you next time.